extra practice sheets that I gave you way back at the beginning, and we're going to do a few of those for review. So here we go.
What?
You're starting to act. I'm not going to tell you.
You're starting to act like, oh my God, please don't say it.
You're starting to act like good.
Please don't say Devon Slaughter.
You're starting to act.
Please don't say Devon Slaughter.
This is for.
Does anyone sit in that?
No, Jillian sits here, but that one's empty.
Alright, can I take that next time?
You sit. You can move it.
I'll take it.
Don't say it.
No, move right now.
Move right now.
Just do it now. Move now.
All right.
Whoa.
Last step. Oh, wait a second. For Jay, did we fill in all the blanks?
No.
We talked about it.
We
The
set it up.
period
We
was
set it up.
five.
We got the period. We just set it up.
No, we threw it.
We talked about like
The period was too high. The period was too high. No amplitude. The phase shift ended up being pi over 3.
Yes.
The vertical shift was none. And the frequency was 1 over 2 pi. Alright, so now we're going to do this one start to finish. I'm going to start by factoring out a 1/3. Alright, so here we go. If I factor out a 1/3 from a 1/5, what's that going to be? So think about that for a minute. I'm factoring out
3/5.
I'm factoring out a 1/3. So I have 1/5 right now, and I'm going to divide that by a 1/3. Because you told me a minute ago, factoring is division. So I'm going to take that pi over 5 that's in the problem, and I'm going to divide it by 1/3. So that's going to be 5 pi times 3 over 1. So 3 pi over 5. Now, again, some of you, I don't know what your arithmetic issues are, but you can check this. So if you multiply this times this, you need to get the number that you started with on the paper. And you do. If you don't, then go back and redo this. Find the number that needs to be. Alright, so here's 3 pi over 5. That's where everything is going to start. I'm up 1, so I'm going to go ahead and move my axis up here. And it's a cosecant, so I'm going to graph a sine. Now, be careful. You have to pay some attention here. What is my amplitude for a sine? For the sine curve, what was my amplitude? 2/5. This is 1 now. This is my baseline. So I'm going to go up 2/5 and down 2/5. I'm starting at 1. So this would be 1 plus 2/5. And this would be 1 minus 2/5.
Can you mix numbers, or does that have to be a problem? No fraction.
It's fine, whatever. They can be decimals, they can be fractions, they can be mixed numbers, I don't care. What I didn't want you to do was have points down here, because it's not going to go that low. Its amplitude is only 2/5. Okay? It's a sine, so it's going to start right here on the axis. And it's positive, so it's going to make a hill and make a valley, going up 2/5 and down 2/5. Mine's coming down a little bit too low, but that's okay. All right? Now, I need to find this end point. So I need to figure out what my period is. My period should be 2 pi. But I divided by a third. So now my period is 6 pi. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to add 6 pi,
So you're adding 30.
which is 30
So
fifths.
33.
So 33 fifths.
Whoa.
So we're starting at 3 fifths. And we're adding a period, which is 30 fifths. Now, what's going to be right here in the middle?
20, no,
18. 3 and 33 is 36. Half of that is 18. This is the high point of the sine curve. Now, be careful. 3 and 18
21.
make 21
10.
fifths.
21
I need half of that, so I'm going to cut it in half. And this one's going to be 21 tenths. 21 is not even, so I can't cut it in half, so I have to cut the whole fraction in half. Same thing's going to happen here, because 18 and 33 is 51. I can't do half of 51, so it's going to be 51 tenths. There's a lot of arithmetic. Now, we aren't done though. We aren't done, because remember, this was a cosecant. So, just find a yellow marker and see if it works. You can't see it. No. My favorite color. Where do the asymptotes go? Wherever I touch my axis. And then this one's easy to flip. What is the period? 6 pi. What is the amplitude? None. None. Remember, it's a cosecant. None. What is the phase shift? 3 pi over 5. What is the vertical shift? 1. And my frequency is 1 over 6 pi. Okay? All right. Now, let's pause there. And get out our extra practice packet. I gave you an extra practice packet. I gave it to you at the very beginning. This is not something we generally do in class. This is something for you to do on your own. But let's do a couple of these now. So let's just start on page 1 and let's do on page 4.1, let's do number 5. Number 5 on 4.1. All right. So this is one of those stoichiometry type things. So here we go. What do I know?
50 over 1.
50 revolutions in 1 minute. That is what I know. I'm gonna do whatever I do and end up with miles per hour. The order that I do that stuff is totally irrelevant, so you can go do whatever you want. I think the step that always catches us, if we're not gonna be able to do it, the step that's gonna catch us is, we have to remember that a revolution is a circumference, okay? So 2 pi r is a revolution. So 1 revolution is 2 pi r, and what is the radius?
24.
Be careful. What is the radius?
12. Oh, 12. I mean,
Go
I meant 12. I
to-
meant 12. I meant 12. I know what.
2 pi r.
But it's 24.
So that becomes
24 pi.
24 pi. Yeah, you make that 24 pi.
It's 5.
That's not
I just skipped a couple steps.
okay. Now, and that's 24 pi watts, inches. Okay? Now our revolutions are gone. We have inches on top, minutes on the bottom. I need miles on top and hours on the bottom. So,
Sounds right.
let's do 1 foot,
Yep.
12 inches,
5,280 feet.
1 mile,
528.
5,280 feet.
And
Now
60
that
minutes.
takes care of miles. Now I got minutes, I need hours, so 60 minutes, 1 hour. And then I'm carefully gonna type that in, now I'm gonna get my answer, so 50 times 24 pi times 60 divided by 12 divided by 5,280.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh man, I only got 3.57
It's on a bicycle speed, so.
Just slow biker.
miles per hour.
I mean, Robert, you couldn't go much faster than that. Not like.
Yeah, you go. Shots fired, buddy.
The average person probably runs like 10 miles an hour.
I know, I'm just trying
The average person runs actually.
Alright, let's turn the page.
That's not true.
Literally, I'm not ever. You can run 2 miles per hour. 10 miles per hour. You can run
I'm just
30.
randomly picking problems. Let's do number 3 on this page.
Okay.
Page 4.2, the next
When I
page.
ran across the speed limit
We're gonna
sign.
do 1 from each section if we have time. Okay?
Yeah, I hit 42 miles per hour.
Here we go, number 3. Number 3. Sarah's kite.
What's that? What up, baby?
Sarah's kite. The review is meant for you. If you don't need it, then I know. But these idiots in the middle have got to shake up.
Sorry.
All right, Sarah's kite is at the end of a 65-meter string. So here's Sarah's holding the kite. There it is. Okay. The angle of elevation is 70 degrees. Remember, your angle of elevation or depression, we put them both in the same spot because they're congruent. That's where it goes. Sarah is holding the kite 1.2 meters above the ground. So here's the ground. Here's Sarah standing there like this, holding the kite, right? Well, I don't know. How high above the ground is the kite? Now, I'm gonna put X there because that makes sense to me, but when I find X, I'm gonna have to remember to add in the 1.2. All right, so here we go. Take a look at the triangle. Sine, cosine, at the end.
Sign.
Sine 70. Sine 70 equals X over 6.5.
Yeah.
Or 65.
65, yeah.
65.
X plus 1.2.
So X equals 65 sine 70,
Plus 1.2.
and then I'll add my 1.2. So 65 sine 70, add 1.2 I got 62.28 meters. Is that what you got?
Yep.
Did you add after?
Okay. All right, get out a half sheet of paper, share with a friend, let's go.
Practice, let's go, let's go. Free swings.
Well, and again, this is optional. I don't like giving pop quizzes, but we're gonna have one that's optional.
Because no one's
Can I use the backside? Can I use the backside, the one I used?
No.
You can't use the back side of the one you got back. You can use the back, come on, we got about 3 minutes, guys. You can use the back side of the one that you got back. Or you can get a new one. Put your name on it. Put your name on it.
They know you can't change your answer to the previous.
Go, graph it, graph it.
Got what?
Whoa,
Whoa. I'm grabbing away.
Yo! Do you have
Wait, and we learned this tonight.
You just practiced these, you
Wait,
guys.
if it's optional, do I get counted off?
If you turn it in, I grade it. If you don't want to turn it in,
Alright,
you
yeah.
turn it in.
I don't think I'm not turning it in.
Can I just do my notes and do it as practice?
You can't turn it in.
Yeah.
I don't care. Do whatever you want. Is there anybody that's actually going to turn this in?
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
This is not a hard problem. Oh my God. Probably shouldn't have this out though.
Oh,
Put that sheet away.
put that sheet away.
Cheaters never cross
You know
their
what
balls.
the shape of a sign is. And if you
Valley,
don't,
then hill.
woe be you.
Yeah, just say it out loud, dude.
Grace is back here cheating.
Not gonna lie, I don't
Oh.
You ought to at least give it a shot, even if you don't think you're going to turn it in. You ought to at least do something. And then this is a big clue that you have to spend some time studying, practicing.
A lot of time,
You guys want to go to Arby's and study?
Arby's, that's like a weird.
I've not heard of Arby's in a year. This is for,
You
what's
have
your
to label
favorite
the
fast
axes, but you don't have to list all the stuff, you don't have time.
food? What's your favorite
Just
fast
the
food?
magnitude and the period.
You have to label the axes. So you have to put labels on the x-axis and labels on the
Oh,
y-axis.
so you have to do that.
You don't have to do all that other stuff.
I'm gonna go home and watch all your videos. Holy crap. Because I have no proof.
Wherever you're trying.
After I put it for
There you go.
Might be right.
I don't know.
Are you good for the video?
No.
Yeah, I just played it for now.
What did I do wrong?
I'm very blazing, buddy.
Alright,
You guys
you do
think
it.
I'm gonna quickly do it on the board so that you guys have.
Oh, bad. I'm gonna try, actually.
You better hurry up, you got 1 minute.
I don't know what that's not great. Ohio, this guy's wrong.
Finish your lunch or have you finished?
Yeah. Keep loading me up. I couldn't even
Yeah.
You turn it in.
Did I not?
I don't know when I'm ever going to grab.
It'll be close, it'll be some math, actually.
This is for, have you ever had to use -3 sine to x minus 4 pi over 4 in the real world?
I don't know.
In the real world.
Is there anybody else that's gonna turn it in?
Wait.
Alright, I'll go ahead and grab it, you can go ahead and leave.
Well, here's my. Well, if I get it wrong.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 0 out of 5.
Well, if I get it wrong, then
Let me look at it.
So look at it. Yeah, but it's negative.
Yeah. I see that.
So, if the negative sign starts at pi over 4.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it?
I got it.
Oh.
Come to tell.
Pi over 2, which
Yeah.
is pi.
Oh, this is what I did.
Yeah, I did that. Oh,
Only got the
And
Oh wait, and we're in. Hacking into the mainframe, and we're in.
Oh, wait, your phone on you?
Deleting the firewall, and we're in. One more.
Wait, why is it like that? Oh, why did you start at 5 or 4? Yeah, that's exactly odd. I literally got that.
You didn't hack into the mainframe.
Wait, what's this board? Was I close?
I know.
Sports on the board.
Oh, I didn't see what was on the board. Oh,
Don't worry about it.
Take it out of my hand and then come in the side.